did you start doing music and writing poetry?
Well, I started writing poetry first. I started as a little kid, as a little boy. Yeah, I started writing poetry. I don't know what made me start doing it. I just started doing it. It was so natural to me. I thought it was something that everybody did. So I thought everybody wrote poetry. You know? But it turns out everybody didn't write poetry. So I enjoyed it as a special thing that was given to me. You know? And then I started doing music. I was still pretty young. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
Yeah, so I started when I was a little younger than you. Like 12, I started with the music. Then I started recording music when I was around 14 or 15. And there was a lot of hip hop stuff where I was the poetry with the music and hip hop. And then it grew from there. I'm in love with the light. I'm in love with the light.
Sometimes in the history of hip hop, it wasn't very positive to the people who didn't know hip hop too well. They thought negative about it. Have you ever come in contact with crime or drugs?
Oh yeah, you know, especially where hip hop was developed, in the neighborhoods that it was developed out of, there was a lot of crime, you know, and so it's hard to tell a person not to make art about what they see. If a person lives in the forest, they're gonna make poetry and songs about trees and birds and squirrels and grass. If a poet is a sailor, he's gonna write about the ocean and the fish, and, you know. Likewise, if a person lives in a neighborhood where there is crime and it has an impact on their life, on their heart, on their mind, then you're gonna hear that from them, you know. So, and there's all kinds of, you know, hip hop that go from the type that is just telling what's happening. Then there's a type of that celebrates the violence, you know. But then there's a type that describes what's happening and it condemns the violence, you know. So we have all the kind of the spectrum of the quote unquote good to the bad, you know. Yes. I'm in love with the light. I'm in love with the light. I'm in love with the light.
Did your parents did they find it good that you went along with those people?
Yeah, my poetry. I mean, my parents always supported my poetry and my music, always, you know. Yeah, they've been big supporters, and they never once, throughout the 20 years or so I've been doing this, they never once tried to get me to stop or for me to do something else, and they appreciate that this is what I want with my life.
Has hip-hop involved, changed your life a lot?
Yes. I mean, it's hard to imagine my life without hip-hop, you know. Rappers were my first teachers, you know, and so I learned to write poetry from hip-hop, you know. And so, yeah, it's so much a part of my life that I can't imagine what I would be a different person if it weren't for hip-hop. A person that I don't know, I wouldn't recognize myself without hip-hop. So it's had a huge impact on my life. I'm in love with the light.
When did you start traveling the world? Like,
I was traveling around the United States, starting in about like 2001. No, actually a little before that, like 1999, something like that. But then I was invited to England, was the first country outside of America I was invited to, and that was, I think, 2004 or 2005. And since then, it's been growing, and you know, I don't even know how many countries I've been in now, and every year I'm in a country that I haven't been in before. Like, for example, Belgium, I've been coming here since like 2011, so I've been coming here every year over the last 4 or 5 years, you know, so it's great, you know, that I can travel the world and do what I love. State. It's a city called Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
And I live in California now.
Ah, okay. Nice. Your name isn't from America.
Yeah, so my name, Amir Sulaiman, is an Arabic name. It's a Muslim name. And my mother and father are Muslim. And their parents are Christian. So that dynamic is actually rather common in Black America because many people were in the conversion to Islam around the conversion of Malcolm X. Do you know Malcolm X?
No.
He's a great historical figure in America. And he was killed in 1965. But the point being, he, as a Black American, accepted Islam, became Muslim. And so he, as an individual, but it represented a mass movement of Black people becoming Muslim. And so my parents were part of that movement. And so that's what produced me and why they chose a name like Amir Sulaiman for myself.
Do you think there's a lot of difference between Black and white people in America, or is it a lot less since
It's a lot less than what?
than like 30, 40 years ago?
There are some things that have changed. Most of it has stayed the same. Some things have gotten better, many things have gotten worse. But the problem of race in America is a big issue. So it affects everything. From where you go to school, to what kind of health care you can get, to how you make your money, or how you're treated if you commit a crime, the length of the sentence that you get, the amount of time you have to spend in prison. It affects your safety, it affects your relationship with the police, it affects the food that you're able to eat, it affects everything. Right? So it's a big issue. America is almost like a race fetish. You know, you can't stop thinking about this every day.
What I noticed about your rapping is it isn't the same as the well-known, famous hip-hop. I think you're thinking a lot more about your lyrics than some other hip-hoppers.
Yeah, well, the majority of hip-hop is just created, by the people. What we call like mainstream hip hop. These are some rappers that are chosen by a group of people that aren't really into hip hop. They're like old white Jewish men, but they control the music industry. So they say, okay, this person is good or this person is good. As far as hip hop is concerned, that the people produce, you'll find much of the hip hop like my own, and contemplating deeper things. But a lot of that stuff doesn't get on the radio, or it's not, 10 million hits on YouTube, so it's different. Still, nothing stays the same. Still, nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same.
I haven't got too many questions left. How do you like Belgium and all the other countries you've been to?
I love traveling. Different countries are like different people. And so different people have different personalities. And so you get something good out of everyone, but it's just different. So I've been coming to Belgium. So Belgium is almost like a second home. So I've been coming here every year. And so I've made friends here, and I see people grow here, people get married, and people have children. So it's a beautiful experience to come back.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you. I would shake your hand, but I can't. It's been melted. Until the sky is black, I'm like a man with both hands on the moon, trying to keep it still in the sky, but nothing stays the same. No matter how hard I hold it, it begins to disappear. It begins to fade and fade and fade, because nothing stays the same. The sun must rise, nothing stays the same. The sky must lie, nothing stays the same. Still, nothing stays the same.